This video describes a technique to access an Industrial HiVision server from anywhere in the world for rapid network fault finding and problem rectification, without the complexity of a VPN connection. Today, a network administrator's job is no longer 9 to 5. Industrial networks must run permanently 24/7, and you, as a network administrator, are responsible for that. What if a network problem occurs, but you have no connection to your network? This is very likely to happen. You could be at home, or at a different site within your organization. Maybe you're on a business trip, or, worst of luck, you're on vacation. Industrial HiVision is an excellent tool for supervising networks and diagnosing problems. But obviously, you need access to the Industrial HiVision server. Some network administrators have VPN access to their networks. If this is you, you can stop watching now. You already have a solution. But most network administrators do not have VPN access because it's complicated to set up, requires IT knowledge, and needs changes to corporate firewalls. What I want to show you in this video is an alternative to VPNs. This will give you a remote connection to your Industrial HiVision server, but without the technical overhead of VPNs. Let's start by defining the objective. Here's the scenario. The Industrial HiVision client is running on your laptop, but you are somewhere off-site. There's a network problem, and now you need to connect to your Industrial HiVision server. There are so many reasons why this is not going to work. Let's look at an obvious one. You try to make an incoming connection into your corporate network. The corporate firewall will block your connection. It's clear. Incoming connections are a huge security risk, so we need an alternative. This alternative uses the Hirschman Secure Remote Access solution. If you're not familiar with these products, you should pause this video, then view some of the many other videos which describe the Hirschman solution. Afterwards, resume this video and it will all make sense. Just as a quick recap, LinkManager is a concentrator which controls the connection between the clients and the end devices. It can be located on the internet or in your own network. LinkManager is the client software which links your PC to the Gate Manager. Site Manager Embedded for Windows is software running on the Industrial HiVision server which gives you access to the server. Let's look at this picture again. You are running the Industrial HiVision client on the right in this picture. You need to connect to the Industrial HiVision server on the left in this picture. The first problem is obvious. The industrial network has no internet access. Of course, you could provide internet access, for example, by using a cellular router. But let's say that in this example, corporate policy dictates that all internet connections must be created by IT. As there is no connection between the industrial network and the corporate network, you need to discuss with IT how to create one. The easiest solution would be to create a connection with 2 cables and a firewall. But there are many other possibilities. In this case, we're going to create a wireless connection. Of course, this only makes sense if a corporate wireless LAN network already exists. So let's assume that it does. Now we can add a wireless client to the industrial network to make the connection to the corporate network. A better wireless solution would be to make a bridge link between the 2 networks, but that is not always possible. So far, we have not done anything special. We've just linked 2 networks. Now we need to build up the remote access connection. The first step is to configure the Gate Manager server, which will be attached to the internet. In this example, we're going to use a Gate Manager server hosted by Hirschman on the internet. This avoids the complexity of setting up a server yourself. But if you prefer to host your own Gate Manager, this can be done either on the internet or directly on your corporate network. The Gate Manager is where you create user accounts to define who gets access to the Industrial HiVision server. Next, we need to install the Site Manager embedded for Windows software on the Industrial HiVision server. Configuring the Site Manager software is absolutely simple. You just need to enter a few login credentials which you received earlier by email. Then the Site Manager will connect to the Gate Manager. The connection will exist as long as the Site Manager is running. If you want to drop the connection, just close the Site Manager application. Now you need to install the LinkManager software on the Industrial HiVision client. Once again, configuring the LinkManager software is simple. You just enter your login credentials and you're ready to make a connection to the Gate Manager. Now we're good to go. The Site Manager on the Industrial HiVision server will make an outgoing connection to the Gate Manager server. The network administrator brings up a LinkManager connection to the Gate Manager on demand. The final stage is to exchange information between the Site Manager on the Industrial HiVision server and the LinkManager on the Industrial HiVision client. That's it. Remote access to the Industrial HiVision server can be achieved from anywhere in the world. Troubleshooting can begin immediately. A rapid response is guaranteed. Now let's consider some of the benefits of this solution. We avoided using VPNs. VPNs are technically complex and must be maintained. Also, it's often impossible to have more than one VPN client on a PC. So if you already have a VPN to access your corporate servers and email, a second VPN to your industrial network may not be possible. No changes to the corporate firewall are required. If you ask your IT department to allow incoming connections, they will rightly refuse. Even opening additional outgoing ports may be forbidden. Although the Hirschman Secure Remote Access solution is not a VPN system, underneath it uses the same technology for encryption and authentication. The difference is that the Gate Manager handles it all for you. The system provides state-of-the-art security technology. This is your remote access system. You don't need IT knowledge, you don't need assistance from IT, you are 100% in control of remote access to devices on your network. In the end, just try it. You will soon see how stress-free it is to get remote access to Industrial HiVision up and running. On that subject, if remote access to Industrial HiVision interests you, why not try a proof of concept test? Obviously, it goes without saying that a proof of concept test cannot be conducted on a live network. No problem. Everything you need for the test is available today free of charge. Download and install Industrial HiVision onto a PC. It will run for 30 days with 100% full functionality. During this period, you do not need a license. Go to our secure remote access microsite and request a 30-day trial. All licenses will be emailed to you. That's it. You'll find many videos online which explain both Hirschman Industrial HiVision and secure remote access products in more detail. Remember, seeing is believing. A complete proof of concept system is available online, on demand, and free of charge. That's how confident we are in our products. If you get a few quiet hours, try it. I hope this video has piqued your interest in a new way to use Industrial HiVision to increase your personal efficiency and maximize the availability of your network. Thank you for watching.